Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot, and I am your guide, Marina, on this portion of the journey. I'm glad that you have decided to join me, and I hope that we're going to have fun tonight. So, this is the first of the promised weekly readings that I'll be doing. So, I hope that it's going to go well. I'm going to put it out there to the universe that it's going to be fantastic, and you're going to enjoy um, what it is that comes up. So I just wanted to remind you that if you enjoy the videos and if you enjoy the message, please click on the subscribe button and share the video with your friends. That's how it gets out. So, anyway, I'm grateful you're here. Well, let's get started. So, I decided to pull out the Energy Oracle deck and just to kind of go through and see what it is that Spirit wants to chat about today, if anything in particular, see if it resonates with anyone out there, if it resonates with me, or if we're going to have a discussion that's going to go in a completely different direction. So this is meant to be fun. Let's have fun. Let's see what comes up. Okay. What should we be concentrating on right now? It is, woman holding a coin. So, woman holding a coin. She's obviously a woman of some means and a woman of some substance. I like the fact that she's got a kitty cat there next to her. That is lovely. I happen to like cats, love dogs as well. And it's rather a large coin that she's got. So maybe she's telling us to pay attention to the finances in our life, to pay attention to the coins that we generate, and maybe even the coins that we put out. So don't overspend, but don't begrudge yourself things either. That's kind of the message that I get is, live life fully. Live life with joy. If you see something out there that you like and it's within your means, why deny yourself? What are you waiting for? That reminds me of, people who go out and buy very beautiful, very expensive china, and they put it in their china cabinet, and they always mean to use it for a very special occasion, but they never do. So it sits in the china cabinet, and everyone admires it. And that's not what it was designed to do. It was designed to be used. It was designed to be admired and enjoyed. So, buy yourself things that make you feel good, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness every time you see the item, you use the item, whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be expensive. I'll tell you, one of my favorite items is a little mandolin. And the mandolin that you rub your carrots or potatoes or whatever over top, and it slices and dices and does all kinds of things. I have had that probably for going on 30 years. And every single time I use it, I think, wow, that was the best purchase I ever made. So it's something that brings me joy. And it certainly wasn't expensive. I think it was only maybe $20 that time. Anyway, so I think that's what she's telling us, is to is to not deny ourselves things, to um, to enjoy what we have. And, at the end of it all, that's the whole idea, is to have enjoyed your life, to have taken pleasure in little things, and so on. They don't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, big money, but it's just something that makes you happy. One of the things that I like to do is go for a walk in the dog park. You will never find better people or better energy than there is in the dog park. Everyone is friendly. You get to meet all kinds of different people, all kinds of breeds of dogs, and that says a lot, because I'll tell you, there was a time in my life where anything bigger than a Chihuahua absolutely terrified me. And if I came to your house and you had a large dog, I would ask you to put the dog away so that it was in a closed-in room so that it couldn't get to me, because I knew it was going to come out, it was going to bite me, it was going to tear me to shreds. That's just the way that it was. No conceivable reason why I had that fear. I just had that fear. And it was actually a couple days after my father passed away that I was driving to my mother's house from work, and I had gone down one of the side streets to get there. And there in the middle of the road was the most beautiful, either husky or Samoyed. Anyway, it was a darker color, more husky colored dog that stopped, turned around, looked me straight in the eye, and I just felt overwhelming love. I cannot explain that feeling. It's one that I've never experienced since, but it was just absolutely overwhelming love. And I knew that dog represented my father. I knew that the dog represented the passing of my fears. And I followed him for a little bit. And then he kind of stopped, and, there was traffic behind me, so I couldn't really stay there too long. So I slowly passed the dog, and I kept looking in my rearview mirror, because I wasn't that far from my mother's house, and my intention was that once I got to her house, I would get out of the car and I would approach this dog. And so I drove the 25, 30 feet that it was, and I parked the car, and I got out and I looked back. No sign of the dog at all. And I thought, okay, all right, no one else was meant to see it, and I wasn't meant to get close to it. I was just meant to see it. And one of the things that I noticed shortly after that was my fear of dogs absolutely went. It was gone. It was gone. And I've often thought of that. And I've often thought of that in terms of other fears that we might have, and what it would take to make that fear go away. And what if we gave ourselves permission to say, you know, I don't know where that fear comes from, but maybe I can let it go. Maybe I can approach that which I fear and see it as something good, as something great. So anyway, I kind of went off topic on that one. So woman holding coin is telling us, just don't be careful in your spending. Don't spend everything that you have, but don't begrudge yourself, right? You don't want at the end of your life to say, oh, I wish I had done this and this and this and this. So if you have the opportunity, go for it. Go for it. So now that we have that good energy, let's take a look at the tarot, and with the idea of not denying ourselves and sort of being in a mindset that we have enough, that there is always enough. Maybe that's the other message that she's giving us, is that there is always enough. There's enough for everybody. Just because you have something doesn't mean you have it because someone else is lacking. There's enough for everyone. How much love is in your heart? Can you measure it? Can you quantify it? It's there. It's overwhelming. The more love that you have, the more capacity for love that you have. So let's see what the tarot has to say about that. And we'll take it from there. Okay, so Justice wants to jump out. Okay, I get that. Justice. No. Notice the scales, right? Even. Balance. Balance. So that you, justice isn't, it isn't one-sided. There's two sides to everything. Justice is based on truth. And there's no lack really in justice. If justice is done, then everyone's been satisfied, right? So yeah, justice. The next, the Seven of Pentacles. Look at that boy. He's looking at what he has, and he's wondering, oh, is it really enough? Have I done enough? Have I accumulated enough? If that's your frame of thought, then no, you haven't. Because when you live in lack, when you concentrate on what you don't have, the universe will always conspire. Sorry about that. I've got little hairs that just get into my face and drive me nuts. Anyway, when you concentrate on lack, you will always need. You will always lack. Because what you put your intention to, what you concentrate on, that is what the universe is going to give you. The universe is very, very adept at showing you and teaching you that you are absolutely right. So, if your mindset is, poor me, no matter how hard I work, I just don't ever seem to get ahead. And the universe says, okay, you don't want to get ahead. You want to be struggling. We can do that. We heard you. There you go. And you'll struggle. And that will confirm for you that, see, no matter how hard I work, I'm never going to get ahead. So, change your mindset, right? This isn't someone who doesn't have anything. This is someone who has some coin, who has accumulated something. So concentrate on what you have, right? Be grateful. Be grateful. Do you remember years ago when The Secret, I think it was The Secret, when it came out, and shortly after that there was, it was a book about the gratitude, I think it was the Gratitude Journal, something along those lines. And the concept of the book was, if you can find things to be grateful for, you will have more things to be grateful for. And I remember picking up the book and reading it. And it said, every day, at the end of every day, sit down and write 3 things that you are grateful for. And at that time, I wasn't overly tuned in. So I thought, 3 things. That could be interesting. Well, okay, we'll give it a try. And I really had to think about the 3 things that I was grateful for. And the next day, it was kind of like, okay, 3 things that I'm grateful for. Oh yeah, okay, I used those 2 yesterday, so I can't use them today. So I'll have to find other things. And you kind of consciously look for things to be grateful for. And it didn't take very long before the 3 things I was grateful for turned into 5 things I was grateful for, 10 things I was grateful for, 20 things I was grateful for. And the more that I became grateful, the more that things came my way. So, concentrate on what you have. Be grateful for what you have. Give thanks for what you have. Acknowledge what you have, and more will come. Remember, the universe conspires to prove you right at every opportunity. Next, the world. Of course. The world is your oyster, right? Conceive of what it is that you want. Believe that you are entitled to it. Believe that it can come to you. Believe that you deserve it. Very often, people don't think that they deserve the things that they get, especially when something good happens, right? Think about you purchased a new dress that makes you feel wonderful. You put it on and you're wearing it to a party that you and your significant other are attending that evening. And your significant other says, wow, you look absolutely amazing. And generally, what's the first thing you do? Is you say, me? Oh, no, I don't. Come on, don't be silly. Yeah, it's an okay dress. It's nice. Instead of saying, yes, I do, don't I? I feel wonderful. I look amazing, and I'm going to have an absolutely fabulous time at this gathering tonight. And believe it. It doesn't mean that you're vain. It doesn't mean that you're better than anybody else or whatever. It means that you honor yourself, right? You can take that compliment. Say, yes, thank you very much. I do look lovely. I feel pretty good too, right? So, put out to the world what you want, what you need, and watch it come in. Believe that it will, and it will. Next, Oh, yes. The Five of Wands. The celebration. The victory. So, believe that victory is yours. Believe that you're entitled to victory. Believe that you're entitled to the parade and to the accolades and things that come your way. And when they do, accept them with gratitude. Thank universe with genuine gratitude, and more will come. Next. We have Five of Cups. And again, that just sort of reminds me, like the Seven of Coins, is don't pay attention to the three that are broken, that are upset. There's two behind you. All you have to do is turn around and see them. A different point of view. Instead of looking ahead, look to the side. Look behind you. See what there is. Be grateful for that. I'm really enjoying this. It is a reading of gratitude, of giving thanks for what you have, being in a mindset to receive the things that are coming to you, and being gracious in accepting them, believing that you deserve them. You do deserve them. Absolutely, you deserve them. So, that having been said, I think this is the message that I have for you and for me for this evening and going forward. And I will see you on Wednesday, and we'll do this again. So come on over and we'll play. Have a great evening. See you later.